Alright, hello everyone. We are back for some more Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Picking up from where we left off last time, with presumably Jungkook coming in to save the day. The hair that is out of place, and it probably will not go into place. Whatever. Anyway, let us jump into things with no faffen rund. If the page will scroll. Damn, browser. There we are. It's sorted itself out. Yeah. I'm imagining it's what we think. Yeah. Dr. Kim! Was that a new sword? Is that different to the one he had last time? I don't remember it being purple. You're late, Jungkook. Jungkook? Jungkook. Fuck. Does it call him Jungkook? Jungkook. Episode 141. Chapter 25. Those Who Face a God. Part 7. Probably the sound that thing's making. Hope that wasn't too painful for you to hear. Okay, that's kind of cold. And that's definitely a new sword. That is not the sword he had before. That's really cool. But they've got the same fucking outfit. It's so fucking... Oh my god. You brought that sword then just as expected. Constellation, the sovereign of 8 heads, expressed hostility toward you. Move, Doctor. I'm gonna bring him down myself. No, I can't let you do that. This time, I need to do it myself. You're no match against him. Constellations who hate humans are expressing their hatred towards you. Constellations who love carnage and violence are running rampant. Constellations who hate humans are wishing for your death. I know a few of the constellations are sending those messages right now. The constellations who joined Bi-hyung's channel in the 5th round and drove a certain someone I know to death. I made a promise, so I have to take that thing down myself. Personal skill bookmark has been activated. A promise? I promise that I'll have my revenge on the constellations who drove her to death. I made 3 promises to the Yusung of the 41st round. First, we're finally finding out. I mean, we already knew what 2 of them were, but now we're going to find out what all 3 of them are. First was that I would beat up that Dokubi to a pulp. Second was that I'd bring her back to life. The third and last promise was to avenge her death against all the constellations who voted to have her killed. That's not a good enough reason for me to let you have him. He definitely knows what I mean, but he's pretending not to know. Constellation's sovereign of 8 heads has been angered. Shoots a big glob of black goo. Less of a goo, more of a beam. Yamato no Orochi is an evil creature that repeatedly appears in ancient Japanese mythos. At this point in time, there is only one way for me to fight against it. It's just the shadow of the constellation. It's still so powerful. I see that you managed to bring the... Oh god. Totsuka no Tsurugi. Oh wait, no, that's not Jin-hyuk saying that. I see that you managed to bring the Totsuka no Tsurugi. Huh. You know about this sword? Of course. It's a famous sword. Totsuka no Tsurugi. It was the sword that the ancient Japanese deity Susanoo used to cut down Yamato no Orochi. Didn't he also get it drunk? In some myths? I believe he did. So that means that Yamato no Orochi has been defeated before, according to the fable. Just as it did for General Yaibek and a million-year-old creature with 100 legs. I fucking hate how long that thing... Just call it a million-year-old centipede, for God's sake. I hate how goddamn long that... It is their defeat that ends up being the greatest weakness of a fable. You insolent insects! He's even using his true voice. Personal skill, the 4th wall has been activated. It looks like you can barely talk. Why don't you just keep quiet? Character, Jinhyuk has used Giant Body Transformation level 2. Hey, he's small. How did he end up small? How did Jinhyuk end up small? I assume he was here long enough and chose not to attack any of the little people. Well, it's fucking mouths splitting weird. Anyway. That's pretty cool. Can't lie. Constellation, the Sovereign of 8 Heads, is crying out. This is definitely not how it sounds. I don't know. I don't know. Live with that. Deal with it. Deal with it. Deal with it. Fuck you. Shut up. 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 Silence, everyone. Silence, you fools. The page has stopped scrolling. Oh, there we are. Now it's moving again. Oh, barely. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Don't ask. Don't ask. Don't ask. Shut up. Do not ask questions. You didn't hear anything. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on quickly. Whatever. It's definitely not how a giant snake deity would sound if it screamed out in pain. Oh, and the browser's still... whatever. Jank. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, right. While we wait for that to load. Have any of you seen the Avatar Netflix live action? Avatar The Last Airbender live action. I got a video coming out on it this week. It'll be tomorrow if you're watching this as this goes live. Live goes up. Yeah, it's not great. And if you want more detailed thoughts on it, go watch my video tomorrow. I really appreciate it. Very, very much would like if you would do that, but no, it sucks. It's fucking awful. But you'll find out why if you watch it or watch my video. Preferably, watch my... Preferably, you should watch my video because, I'm cool and all that. Anyway, moving on. Let's get into the next chapter. Yeah, we get some really cool action sequences here. And then, yeah, this is very nice. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of time with action sequences, I don't know how to respond. I'm just like, yes, nice art. Yes. Doctor, are you just gonna watch? Oh, no, he isn't small. He isn't small, but it looked like he was small. Did you say you were gonna hunt him down yourself? Oh. What I meant was that... Oh, wait, no, he made himself bigger. Duh, yeah, don't be fucking stupid. What I meant was that I was gonna get the last hit on him. Why, you? I mean, yeah, that makes sense. He can't really do a whole lot at his size. And at least not without the Gyeonggui to manifest a particular constellation to give him the edge in the fight. Episode 142, Chapter 25, Those Who Face a God, Part 8. Giant body transformation lasts for about 5 minutes. I know that Jinhyuk is tired and wants to end it quickly, but it's not time yet. He started to shrink. Now he's just gonna put fucking paper cuts on the thing. Or that. Character Jinhyuk Yu has activated the skill Tiger God Aura level 5. That'll stop him being torn to pieces. Convenient. Doctor, I told you to help me! I'm going to now. You idiot! You can't take that thing down alone! You should retreat for now and then... You did well, Jinhyuk. Deactivating the metallic training bands. Now, just watch. Man's taking off his training weights. Now it's real shit time. He's using the sword as well. Bookmark number 5 has been activated. Skill duration, 3 minutes. You have a great understanding of the character, but only a fraction of the skill's power will take effect as the character's skill level surpasses yours. That's fine. Even a fraction works for me. This skill can only be used by small people. Your physical traits are similar to that of the character. The skill cannot be used to the full effect as the character surpasses your skill level. There's only one skill I need anyway. The level of the skill being used has been adjusted accordingly. Personal skill. Electrification level 10 has been activated, bro. It's still level 10. It's still just level 10. Like, it's been adjusted to weaken it, and it's still level 10. The size of one's consciousness determines one's worth. This allows one to see the depths of the universe, even in the smallest of things. The origin of everything is all but a small speck. Hence, there is greatness in small things. That's a tight panel there, actually. That's kind of kick-ass. Go on, Doctor. Show him what for. With your fucking white hair. Your electric transformation. Constellation, the sovereign of it heads, is shocked by your swordsmanship. I'm not doing the scream again. Constellation, the sovereign of it heads, is questioning the fairness of the scenario. Shouldn't I be the one to question the fairness of it all? Electrification lasts for 3 minutes. But I don't think I can take more than 3 steps in my current state. In other words, I only have 3 steps to kill that thing.
It's unfortunate to see a great constellation such as yourself crying for help. Gosh, I'm at my wit's end here. This just won't do.
Constellation, sovereign of the sovereign of 8 heads, is crying out in anger.
Throwing a fit won't get you anywhere this time. I understand how you feel, but you've used up all the probability that you've been allowed for this scenario. They won't lend you anymore. Won't lend you their power anymore.
Who is they? Protect the king! Stop them! Yeah, I think you're a bit outmatched. Although they are really injured, so this might end up being a fair fight.
Stop them! Wait, sir, what are you... Look here, have you lost your mind? Management Center, we have a problem!
Could this be the omen of a probability storm? What does that mean? He's gonna gain ownership of Izumi's body through an unfair contract. And expand his fable, reviving the white demon world. Looks more draconic than Serpentine now, doesn't it? Someone has interfered in the scenario system. Doesn't seem like anything is different yet. Oh. No, okay, so it's just a visual effect. I didn't notice any changes in the scenarios, so I did think I should have a decent little look at those just to see if there's any notable changes. Tasty, tasty water. Stay hydrated, folks. Just, uni stuff. Ugh. I got so much fucking work to do that's just been dropped on out of bloody nowhere. Like, term 2, it's 3 months long. It's January, February, and March, and I've decided to put all of the deadlines in March and ignore 2 of the fucking months we've had. And it's a piss take, but whatever. And also one of the fucking labs that I have to do for this. They didn't tell us anything about until a week before they start and gone, oh yeah, by the way, you have to do all the research and all the planning for the lab. Which is, yeah, that makes sense. That's how the real world works. But also, we're students and we be given a week's notice, and if we don't submit a detailed plan before the first lab session, we automatically fail. So we have less than a week, which is just retarded, but whatever. Episode 143, Chapter 25, Those Who Face a God, Part 9. Oh, and it's group work as well. Everyone's fucking favorite. Yeah, we saw this last time.
A mere human. Dare defy the great star. Using a measuring sword.
Yeah, it seems like just its speaking is causing them harm. I could never beat that thing. Even if I had used electrification. Not at my power level. However, you just made the biggest mistake of your life. The star stream is governed by balance. If someone breaks their probability, another person ends up getting it. Lightning boy going rock on up. Since when was another world's... Since when was another world's god allowed to interfere in this scenario? Do not meddle in the affairs of my planet, unless you want to face me in this planet where my fable was birthed. What the fuck is going on with the sky? Still some weird shit happening. Die, you monster from another world! Yeah, the thing's definitely dead. Doctor, get his head! Come on, bro, you got this. Constellation, sovereign of the sovereign of 8 heads furrows his eyes. Oh.
Please end it.
Oh no, it's Hiroki. Please. End it. Please. Put all the stars to rest. Constellation, the sovereign of 8 heads, expresses anger toward his constellation, to his incarnation, and you have killed your own species. You have lost the title, the King of No Killing. Yeah, that is now a big deal. Doctor no longer has what is arguably his biggest cheat ability. Yes, ORV and knowing everything. It's pretty OP, and being able to use bookmarks and stuff is pretty strong. But being able to survive death every now and then, I think is probably his most cheat-esque ability. Yes, it has restrictions, obviously now he's lost it. That is a big thing. I mean, I'd argue he didn't actually kill Hiroki. He killed Yamato no Orochi, the shadow of it at least, which in turn killed Hiroki. You know, Doc doesn't technically kill him directly. You have accomplished an astounding achievement. You are the first in the scenario to have hunted the King of Catastrophes. The system cannot grade the King of Catastrophes that has appeared for the current scenario. You have achieved a non-existing fable. You've successfully fulfilled the main scenario's clear condition. All the Dokubi of the Seoul Dome and the Tokyo Dome will now enter into a meeting as you have completed an impossible scenario. None of you will ever understand what it feels like for someone to give it their all, only to finally end up at the starting line. The 6th scenario has come to an end. I finally arrived at the starting line for the track that heads for the ending I want. Congratulations! The Starstream has acknowledged your accomplishments. You have achieved a total of 4 fables. It's quite a few. You must now achieve one last fable to become a constellation. So why does that say one of... That's a small error. That says currently encountered 1 of 2, even though both of them have been killed. There should be 2 of 2 that have been in... I wonder if that's been like that the whole time. Also, I just seen from one of the thumbnails down there, we're going to be ending up back in the underworld. Makes sense, he does need to go and speak to Persephone once more as things unfold with him having taken the head of the serpent. The serpent in question, obviously. You could argue that Yamato no Orochi and the Hydra are pretty damn similar. There's just one regrows its heads, the other doesn't. You've received 200,000 coins for your achievement. That's quite a few. I was going to say, is that really that much? But yeah, for a single instance, that is quite a lot. The discussion for the main contributor award is currently underway.
You must be Together Kim, who Michio mentioned.
Kizuki Takashi. You know me. The supporting constellation has something to do with Yamato no Orochi's myth. You had the hidden scenario for Totsuka no Tsurugi.
Oh, that's right. Junhyuk must have told you. I never thought you'd actually manage to kill the Sovereign of Eight Heads. You solved a lot of problems for us. I'll make sure to repay this debt somehow.
Solved the problems? Can you really call it that?
Mr. Kim.
I'm sorry about what happened to Izumi.
No, it wasn't your fault. Really. That was...
Izumi, the White Demon King, was a hero to him. And I am the person who killed his hero. You must be feeling confused.
Mr. Together Kim!
Yes?
I would like to fight alongside you. In battle once again, someday.
I think I told you before, but my name isn't Degaza. It's...
And when we meet again, I will be much stronger than you.
No, my name is actually... The constellation who was born from the sea and the storm has revealed their modifier. Constellation Snake Cutter has taken interest in Michio Shoji. Yeah, it's Yamato no Takeru. Snake Cutter. The original... Oh, Susanoo instead. Never mind, I was just wrong. Never mind. Forget me. The original owner of the Triple S grade item. Totsuka no Tsurugi. And Izumi supporting constellation. Susanoo. Is he thinking of supporting Michio in this round? I'm sure the Tokyo Dome won't have any problems as long as they're there. Constellation Snake Cutter has taken a liking toward you. Episode 144, Chapter 26. Scenario Destroyer. Part 1.
Gosh, I really thought we were gonna die this time. I mean, what was that thing? Just said a few words and...
I wasn't this scared even when my superiors came to inspect our platoon in the army. You seem to be enjoying yourself, Yansong. Oh, hold on. You seem to be enjoying yourself, Yansong. Mr. Yu? I thought I told you to come with my group. Why didn't you do as I said? Well, help me, Mr. Doctor!
Mister?
It was difficult, wasn't it? You did a great job.
Doctor, I didn't think it was difficult at all.
I see they've become very close now.
He likes me more. He does not. He does so.
You sure are popular with the children. Oh wait, no, this is the guy in the gold armor. You sure are popular with the children. This man. His name was... Galemium? He was one of the first people on this planet to fight against the catastrophes. We will be holding a celebratory banquet at the castle later. The castle is in ruins, so it won't be much. But I'd still like to invite all of you. A banquet? Like... a party? The last banquet you went to wasn't exactly the most positive one, wasn't it? Days left until the scenario ends. The position of the King of Catastrophes is currently vacant. I don't... The fact the scenario hasn't ended... Oh god. And that pop-up there... Okay, never mind. The catastrophes have forfeited the scenario, so the 6th scenario is scheduled for early termination. I've brought all the alcohol we had in the storage, as you asked. You must really love to drink. Well, they've been hard to come by, as of late. The alcoholic beverages of Peaceland have low alcohol content, so I need as much of it as I can get my hands on to brew the liquor I want. The Constellation Snake Cutter is interested in your brewing recipe. Yes, I thought he would be, given the legend. But also, Doctor, you can't get drunk. You get purified. So, you're clearly doing this for an ulterior reason. Is it to go see, to get, fucking Dionysus? So you can go see, Persephone. That's likely what that is. That's what I'm imagining it to be right now, at least. At least, it makes sense. There's no reason, either that or it's for Susanoo. It's either for Susanoo or Dionysus. I was just fucking making moonshine. Also, it does make a lot of sense that their alcohol is low in, percentage. Because, the amount of alcohol you can drink is proportional to your body mass. Because, the water content in your body dilutes the alcohol. And so the more body mass you have, the more water you have. Therefore, the more dilute the alcohol you drink ends up becoming when it gets into your system. So yeah, these small people who would have very, very low body masses can't drink a whole lot without getting very, very drunk. And now, I'll add the pieces I got from defeating Yamato no Orochi. The 8th head of the Sovereign of 8 Heads. The 7th tail of the Sovereign of 8 Heads. You know that hidden piece. I don't call myself a prophet for nothing. Give me your sword. This isn't how it's made usually, but I guess it can be helped. Totsuka no Tsurugi. Why would he dunk a sword into that precious liquor? Yeah, you're a child. You're a minor. Your fable endows meaning into your actions. The fables of the constellations, the sovereign of the 8 heads, and Snake Cutter have been fused. Certain parts of the fable have been damaged due to the fable not being told correctly. The fable of Amano Murakuma no Tsurugi has been manifested. Amano Murakuma no Tsurugi. A new sword. That looks weirdly familiar. Constellation Artifact. Heavenly Sword of Gathering Clouds has appeared. Obviously it won't be perfect, based on what was just said. So yeah, I thought it'd be for something. Didn't think it'd be for a sword, though. That isn't quite what I was expecting, but hey, cool nonetheless. Stretch. In fact, water. Perfect timing. Anyway. Resuming on. Yes. According to legend, Amano Murakuma no Tsurugi was a sword that came into existence when they cut off the drunk Yamato no Orochi's tail. And, Susanoo gives it to Amaterasu, if I'm remembering the tale correct. It's a workaround, but all I need to do is dunk it into the liquor, right? I'm a little sad, it's been damaged partially. This is mine. Hey, but we bit him together. I did most of the work. That bastard. I wasn't really after the sword, but I don't want to lose a constellation artifact like this. Oh? Constellation artifact, glass cutting sword, has appeared. What? Another sword? Names give birth to fables, and fables give birth to reality. Amano Murakuma no Tsurugi has 5 different names in the world of the Star Stream. In other words, there is more than one Amano Murakuma no Tsurugi. There are 5 names that Amano Murakuma no Tsurugi goes by in the legends. So this sword is one of the other 4 that were only mentioned in name, but did not appear in Twasa. This one is mine! You're fine with that, right? Do what you want. Glass cutting sword. This is the 2nd Amano Murakuma no Tsurugi. As long as I have this sword that can slay dragons, there's no need for me to be afraid of any dragon species that might come across later.
Gosh, you two are fighting over some sword? If you're done, can we take a sip of that?
But you're a minor. Have a taste, everyone. Even raise your stats, albeit only a little bit. It has a good taste since it was fermented using the parts of a constellation.
Gosh, how can it taste so good?
This is just divine! Hey, let them have their fun. It probably won't last very long. Episode 145, Constellation 26, Chapter 26, Scenario Destroyer, Part 2. Aren't you having any? I never consume anything someone else has made. Why? Are you afraid of it being poisoned? Because they're not delicious. Let's see how good your cooking is then.
It's delicious, isn't it?
Yeah. Damn it. I know he's a regressor, but that still doesn't explain how he knows how to cook so well. It might be the best thing I've ever tasted in my entire life. Well, you know, man's got some skills. Seems like he's not the only one either. Getting some tunes. I actually can't remember his name from last time.
Mr. Kim?
Brian. Nice shot. How do you feel now?
It's hard to explain. I felt that I should never have given up. Could some of my readers have imagined a scene like this?
I'm sure someone has. Come to think of it, where's Su-young?
Well, I told her a little bit about this world, and she took off saying that she had somewhere to be.
Did she leave to find a hidden piece already?
I'm off, chump. This suddenly came to my mind. Maybe I'm also a part of a world someone created.
No. No.
Maybe things like this aren't important in this world we live in now.
I'm sorry? Oh, no, other way around. Maybe things like that aren't important in this world we live in now.
I'm sorry?
Even if there is someone like that that exists. They won't let us know of such things.
Oh. I'm jealous of the writer who has you as their reader.
Well, I still don't even know who that writer is myself. Come to think of it, you said this once, that you were the one who created Peaceland, but you weren't the one who called all these people here.
Oh, that. Actually, I received an email after the series came to an end, saying that they wanted to borrow the world I created in my story.
Borrow your world? That wasn't mentioned anywhere in Twasa.
I didn't think much of it then, so I told them to do as they wanted. But now that I think about it, all of this happened soon after I received that email.
Do you remember any other details? Like the sender's email address, for one.
All related emails were deleted the moment I replied to them, so I don't really remember it entirely, but I think it started with T.
Well, Mr. Author. T? Could that address have been... Yeah. TLS 123? It was, wasn't it?
TLS 123.
Do you remember?
Well, I don't really remember.
What is it? What did you just say?
What?
What you just told me.
What do you mean?
No way. Personal skill, character profile, activated. Asuka Ren, age 31. Constellation, master of the Niten Ichiri. Okay. Personal attribute, creator of Peaceland, legendary. She got a fucking good constellation there. Comic artist, rare. Personal skill, Kendo level 7. Penance of Soul level 4. Plausible footwork level 5. Imaginary stimulation level 4. Stigma, Niten Ichiryu level 3. Overall stats, they're all there. Overall evaluation. Overall evaluation is being revised at the moment. It's being revised? Oh.
I'm sorry, but what were we talking about?
Okay. Okay. What the fuck does that mean? Some fucking weird shit's going on. Episode 146, chapter 26, Scenario Destroyer, part 3. We were talking about your comic.
My comic?
It was then that she realized that the world had completely left her hands. What was that? Was that sentence originally in Twisar? Even if it wasn't. If it was, then there's nothing special about it, really. But if it wasn't, it means that you're going to be learning about the new state of the world, not just a pre-told version of it. Oh, I see. This is the moment when this world called Peaceland came to an end. The final moment in which a story becomes fully independent of its writer. And where do these stories go once they're done? You've come to know the planet Peaceland. All beings that belong to Peaceland now sense your existence, albeit faintly. The beings of Peaceland begin to write a legend about you. The constellation of the small planet is delighted by your existence. After that, I asked her a few more questions, and even used my lie detection skill. She really did not remember anything.
I'm sorry, I really don't remember. I'm sure I've read it before. I think I enjoyed reading it. I'm most certain that I did.
Unfortunately, it's still unclear who wrote Twisar and what it is they want. But I think I know one thing. I'm sure that the author of Twisar wasn't satisfied with how his story has ended as much as I wasn't satisfied with how his story had ended as much as I was. That's probably why he sent me the file to the novel before the world ended. Then I guess I should help fulfill that wish. Ancient Serpent's Celestial Blood. Sorry, I'm sure you wanted to join them in drinking too, Hyunsong. It's fine, just leave it to me. Just as I told you, I want you to guard me while I'm asleep. It becomes red wine. You drank the alcohol made using Ancient Serpent's Celestial Blood. The blessings of the greedy snake test your mental fortitude. This is the hidden piece that even Jin Hyuk of the third round doesn't know about. A ritual that can only be performed when the alcohol made from Orochi was mixed with celestial blood. The snake has determined that you have indeed slain a dragon. A new attribute, 8 lives, is about to flourish. If this hadn't existed, I never would have given up a great attribute like the King of No Killing. Done. The preparation for the attribute is complete. So now I'll have a new attribute when I wake up. That's one done. But it's the other one that may be a problem. God of Alcohol and Ecstasy. What's going on? Not getting anything from Dionysus or Persephone. I went through all that trouble, but there's no one to take me to the underworld. Maybe I should have brought Sangha here with me. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, you ain't meeting just anybody.
You cannot enter the underworld right now.
Judge. The underworld. Looks like I was lucky enough to not to end up in Tartarus again. I came to report to the Queen that I've completed my labor.
I know. I'll say this again. But you cannot enter the palace.
Why is that?
I cannot tell you that. Go back. I have summoned you here using the power of the Father. But I cannot allow you to enter.
I have a promise to keep with the Queen. I must go in.
You cannot do that now. Go back.
What is he trying to pull? No matter how strong judges are, they're nothing compared to Persephone. But seeing how they're being so adamant. Are they both away from the palace right now?
That is correct.
But for what? If Hades and Persephone have both left the palace, something big must have happened somewhere. What could have possibly happened around now that need the attention of those two? Did they leave any messages for me?
Even if they did, why would I tell you?
If you agree to help me, I'll let you have a sip of this.
Is that?
It's alcohol made using Yamata no Orochi. It's made using a constellation's body part. Some more is there to say. I'll just leave if you're not interested.
Wait! This is to die for! Gosh, it tastes so good! Here is your reward. The Queen has left this for you.
This is... Is it Yusung's soul? It's Yusung's soul.
Mister?
I'm sorry. I was too late. Wasn't I?
Yes, you were.
I was. Why?
But why?
There's still something you must do in this world. I'm not here out of sympathy for her. I just really needed her help. There was something she could do. There was something only she could do since her soul had built up a long story. It built up a story over a long time.
What do you need me to do? You're so cruel, mister. You're even worse than the captain in some ways.
I'm sorry.
But, fine. I'll do it. No. I want to do it. It's what I wanted. I wanted to see the ending of this world, this time around.
You might lose more of your memories. Do you think you can endure that?
I'm not scared. Because I trust you'll tell me the memories I'm missing. Just because a soul leaves the underworld doesn't mean its body is resurrected. And it's also impossible for that soul to settle into a new body when it's been long dead. If led by fate, they could reincarnate. This soul has sinned too many times and will not be able to reincarnate as a human.
I know. Be young. I need your help.
With what? Hey, don't tell me you're...
A vessel for reincarnation that only someone of her caliber could choose. She's been dominated by the story so far. But now, she will be reincarnated as a being that rules over the story.
Are you going to make me do that?
Is his plan... Right, so... I assume he's going to try and make Yusung into a constellation. But here's a small little bit of assumption I'm going to make. He's one Fable away from becoming a constellation himself. Is he going to use that privilege not on himself, but on Yusung? If so, he's going to be in an incredibly good position. If he has a Dokubi that is a genuine ally, not just someone he's made a deal with, that's going to be crazy. That's going to be insane. Well. She's either going to be a Dokubi or a constellation. I imagine Dokubi makes more sense. Anyway, we'll leave that there, because I think that's a nice point to end it on. I hope you've all enjoyed. And with that out of the way, I've been Animosity, you've been you, and I'll see you next time for another video. And ta-ta. For now.